All right, what's up? I call this one Humans Have Begun Failing the Inverted Turing Test because we're retards, featuring Knock and Doge. This is News from 5D. I'm Otis 5D. Let's do this.
News from 5D with Otis 5D.
All right, so what are we doing here? We're gonna let's read before we weep. Let's read. Okay, so let me just get this one thing. I should have done this first. It's not your fault. It's mine. It's not you. It's me. Okay, that's a Seinfeld reference. Fucking young people don't know shit. So this is we'll start with the way we read quote tweets is recursively, so we'll start on the inside. This is Doge Designer says a conversation between Tesla Optimus bot and a human is the best thing you'll see on the internet today. We will watch that video. And then Knock Chain, shout out to Urbit, says he doesn't realize he is talking to a human over the phone. They inverted the Turing test and now the humans are failing it. It's funny because it's true, and we're gonna watch it and see proof of it. I didn't put my headphones on because I am but an idiot human who is also right on the verge of failing the inverted Turing test. So I don't know why you're watching me. I don't know why you're watching my dumbass. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
John, where's John?
Right here.
Oh, hello, John.
How are you?
How you doing?
That's crazy. I'm talking to a robot. From San Jose. Probably from where you were born.
So if you're a retard and you don't get it, I almost feel like an idiot spoiling it because that's just the joke. But they have like a dude sitting in the Bay Area who's like speaking through this robot, and this fucking guy with his Tesla owner's Silicon Valley shirt like can't figure that out.
Silicon Valley.
Wonderful. Where do you live in San Jose? Do you live in Almond Valley or do you live in the Santa Teresa area?
No, I live in Los Gatos.
Los Gatos. Oh, wonderful. Very
Yeah.
nice area.
Where do you live?
Beautiful hiking I hear up there.
There is. Where do you live?
I live in Palo Alto at the current moment.
Figures.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Nice
Wait.
area.
Where do you live?
Beautiful hiking I hear up there.
There is. Where do you live?
I live in Palo Alto at the current moment.
Figures.
What's going on?
Yeah, this is.
Why does it
This is awesome.
Why did the video get jank?
That's where they train us. That's where we get our bills.
Oh,
and that's
bro.
where we work with
What
our
happened?
Wonderful group of people.
Hardest thing about being a robot.
I just sped it up because
Learn how to be as human as you guys are. And that's something I try harder to do every day, and I hope that you will help us become that way.
Well, awesome. Nice to meet you, Optimus.
You as well.
So anyway, damn, I kind of blew it. Look at me. What a. There is something so beautifully poetic about how I'm trying to dunk on the guy who failed the inverted Turing test, and I can't even get the video to play of him failing. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And it's like, who's the real retard? This guy, right? So, dude, it's just over. Like, what do I even want to say about this? I feel like who wants to listen to me try to figure out? It's like I thought I was going to have this whole thing. And it's like, what do I even want to say about this? Like, we're about to be humans are so dumb on average that we're about to be in a world where the average robot is at least as smart as like the average human, right? And because they are AI and they have access to, to AI, they're gonna know so much more than the smartest human. So they're gonna be a kind of like Spock level, Dr. Spock level intellect when it comes to like knowing names, dates, places, math formulas, stuff like that. And then on just like a basic interaction level, they're gonna be, we'll say, like, at least at the beginning, they're going to be like kind of dumb, but a lot of people, maybe even most people, are kind of dumb. And so what that means is that as these robots go into mass production, we're just going to very, very quickly get used to the quirks of machine intelligence and how, like, no, 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 don't ask it that because, you know, it really messes with it when you ask it that and it won't give you a good answer. In the same way that you learn that there are certain ways that you should talk to like this kind of waitress or this kind of flight attendant or, you know, this kind of bank teller to get the thing that you require. You either need to yell at them or you need to make sure not to yell at them or you need to flirt with them or you need to make eye contact or avoid eye contact, right? There's all these things that we learn, is that smart humans learn about how to engage with various types of human intelligence to like get what you need from them. It's kind of like prompt engineering, right? In a slightly different way. And we will just learn the exact same thing about the machines. And what I think is crazy about this is what happens at that point is we have more or less just adjusted to robots. Like robots are fully going to go from like this, oh my God, I can't believe there's a robot in the house to like, no, 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 don't tell it to make you a sandwich. Like you have to actually say like, hey, can you put peanut butter on one piece of bread and jelly on another piece of bread and like, you know, put those two together? It does way better that way, you know, in the same way with prompt engineering. And then you like encourage it. You're like, you can do this. You're like really talented. And then, so I don't know, but it makes it better when you do it that way. Like it gives you more peanut butter the way you like it, right? There's just going to be all kinds of stuff like that. And at that point, the whole thing is just going to be seamless. And we're going to be in a different world. We're going to be fully interacting with robots totally normally, like it's nothing, like we've always been interacting with robots. And I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think about this because, you know, the homie Ardian is like, bro, this is straight up the cyborg theocracy. We are just going to blend with machine intelligence until we get snuffed out altogether. Now, that is a somewhat extreme view, but I mean, I think that there is a tremendous amount of worthwhileness to consider this because otherwise, I mean, we're just going to get lubed up and then the robot's going to slide it in. And we're going to be surrounded with self-driving cars that we can't control and, you know, robots that are recording like every single thing we do and, you know, smart contracts that control our access to everything. And as in the words of Uncle Ted Kaczynski, like the machines will effectively be in control at that point. And like you think some little dimwit, midwit guy like this dude is gonna like figure any of this out? Like no way, bro. No way. It is on us, like the few, the proud, to grapple with this. And I don't know. I always come back. Like this is such a recurring theme in my videos to this idea of neo-Amishism, where you keep this, what Klaus Schwab calls fourth industrial revolution technology at a very arm's length, and you are a very late adopter to it. And you watch very cautiously because this technology absolutely has the potential to backfire in unprecedented ways. Like let's say the best worst case scenario. The best worst case scenario is effectively that like the people they just become like less effective with the technology. The technology doesn't actually help them. It causes more technical problems than practical problems it solves. Just something as simple as that is like a best worst case scenario because, and you know, all these like sci-fi shows, they can tell you the worst case scenario. So I definitely I remain extremely cautiously optimistic about the direction that these things are going in, but I'm watching it like a hawk because I don't know. These are unprecedented changes, and I am pretty confident that these are one-way doors, kind of like the smartphone. Once you're in smartphone world and you have the apps and you have all the convenience, the idea of giving it up is it's a big ask. So I encourage, this is the kind of community I want to cultivate, is people who have a kind of like neo-Amish bent naturally. They're open and pro technology at some level and are, fluent in technology, but at the same time understand that like this is massively a double-edged sword. So anyway, if you've made it this far in the video and you like what I'm doing, the biggest thing you can do to help me is to find a timestamp somewhere between 1 second and 1 minute that you really thought was good and reply or send me a message of that timestamp. The easiest way is just reply. Just leave a comment with the timestamp so I can clip it for short form video and help the channel grow. And if you like the videos and you don't want to do that, you know what to do. Go fuck yourself.
Otis5D.xyz